A quiet life, a disturbed farewell. English teacher Detective Simon Sharkisle usually teaches at Seaside Academy, but whenever a mystery surfaces, people ask for his help. The old house smelled of chrysanthemums and polished wood. Portraits of former students line the hall, their faded smiles caught in frames of light. The late Miss Haruna Kanda, Seaside Academy's principal 2 generations ago, had lived quietly in retirement after decades of service. Even in death, the atmosphere around her was composed, ceremonial. Simon Sharkisle stood by the tea table, nodding politely to staff and alumni who offered their condolences. She funded 3 scholarship programs, one teacher whispered. And the summer food center, funded entirely from her pension. Olivia Hartwell, beside Simon, looked up at a photo near the door. She looks strict, Olivia said. But kind. Some alumni still called her Aunt Haruna, a term of affection at Seaside for beloved principals. Any family? Simon shook his head. She spent her retirement years tending her orchids and contributing to education funds. Her life had been quiet, uncomplicated by marriage or family disputes. She had long outlived the relatives she once spoke of in her early staff room stories. Nothing unusual had happened until a rustle of cloth and a gasp by the incense altar in the parlor shattered the solemn quiet. A young woman had collapsed by the incense altar. Her face was pale, her body limp. A man in a dark jacket knelt beside her, lifting her carefully. "Let me through," he said quickly. "She's Miss Kanda's niece, Vivian. She hasn't been well since the service began." "It's the incense," someone murmured. "She's always been sensitive to strong scents. I'll take her to the hospital." Guests stepped aside. Simon's brow furrowed. "Wait," he said, stepping forward. "Before you go, don't forget to leave behind what you came to take." The man froze. All eyes turned to Simon. Have you solved the mystery? Do you know the answer? Submit your answer at the site below. Scan the QR code on the screen or use the link in the video description to send it in. Outstanding answers will be featured in the comments section of future videos. See you next time for another mystery.